And action.
Hello.
You Miss Tiffany?
Yes, sir, I am.
I'm back with Gupton's mortuary. Come on in. I'm very sorry about your loss.
Thank you.
Well, before we get started, would you like to have a cup of coffee or some water?
I'm fine.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about Mr. Rutherford.
Well, he was a truck driver.
Mm-hmm.
He drove trucks for over 25 years for a company called Beacon Transportation. He liked to fish, and everything in his life revolved around driving. You know, like, hey, you wouldn't wear the clothes that you're wearing if it wasn't for the drivers. You're always talking about, yeah, look at the drivers, yeah. So he was that type of person. Everything was about driving. If it wasn't for him, you wouldn't have this. If it wasn't for him, people like him, you wouldn't have that. So that's just how he was.
I agree there. We wouldn't have much of anything in the stores if truck drivers were there, but
Yeah.
I understand that. So, was fishing his only hobby? Do you have any?
As far as I know, yes.
Okay. And you're his only relative now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Well, if there's anything else you'd like to add, any other details to remember him by?
Well, as far as the funeral arrangements and services, I've kind of looked into some things. I would like to talk about direct burial.
Okay.
Since I am his only living relative, I'd like to do a direct burial.
Okay. We can certainly arrange
Could
that
you
for
go
you.
into more detail with me about that?
Oh, I sure can. Direct burial, it doesn't require any embalming services. It's basically, we go straight from here to the cemetery.
Okay.
Of course, there are options for caskets.
Okay.
You know, the options are definitely wide open. Just depends on what you're looking for. Something might have fit his personality, perhaps, or something that you like, that you think is.
Well, I don't want to go on
That's
the expensive end because I do want the direct burial. I don't want to see him like that. I saw him in the hospital.
So no visitation prior?
No.
Okay, no open casket?
No,
Okay.
straight to the cemetery. Greenwood, I think it is.
Yes.
I believe he has a plot there.
He does, okay, well, that would definitely help speed the process up
Okay.
just a little bit for you. When are you looking at doing these arrangements?
As soon as possible because I don't live here in the state and I gotta get back, so.
Okay, well, the direct burials, we usually try to get those pretty as soon as possible, so that does help out that you're wanting to do that. Well, we can definitely arrange it. I can call over to the cemetery and have them to give them the information that they need to open his grave for you.
Okay.
Let's see, what I need now is just a little bit of information about him just to file for the death certificate.
Okay.
And if you don't mind, I'll ask you a few questions, and we'll get that ball rolling.
Okay.
All right. What was his full name?
His name was Harmon Rutherford.
Harmon Rutherford, okay.
He didn't have a middle name.
Okay. Yeah, that's different. Don't say that much, but we do say it time to time. What was his full date of birth?
It was May the 16th, 1962.
62. Okay. And of course, he passed away. It was last night, wasn't it? Something about 10:30 or so.
It was actually at 9, but we didn't get to notify anybody until 10.
Okay. Okay. I remember that's close to the time we got the call. Okay. Just a little bit more information. There's quite a bit actually, but I'll try to make it as seamless as possible for you. We need to, and he was at the St. Thomas?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I didn't actually go on that call, so I wasn't exactly sure
Okay,
where he
that's
was
fine.
at. Okay. So, and that was, okay. And, but was he ever married or in the military?
No.
Neither one? Okay. No. All right. Let's see. Well, that kind of takes care of our information for now.
Okay.
If the next step, I guess, will be selecting a casket.
Okay. Well, if not today, I'd like to come back with my husband tomorrow for the support system.
Sure thing.
All
sure
right.
thing. We can gather this. I can gather this information now. Go ahead and get the death certificate started, because you will need that if there's any kind of life insurance or anything y'all need.
Okay.
You will need that. Of course, we had to have that to file.
Okay.
But that takes care of all the information on that.
Okay.
What time would you like to come in tomorrow?
What about 10 o'clock be okay?
Yep, fine.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Sure will.
And I'd like to work with you.
Okay, well, I will be here tomorrow.
All right.
I look forward to seeing you again, and I'm very sorry again for
Thank
your
you.
loss.
Thank
Anything I can do for you, be sure to let me
I
know,
will.
okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, I'll show you how.